Just waiting for live stream to start. Just waiting for live stream to start. Like that and minimize. We are on. All right. Today is the 3rd of March. We are getting closer and closer to the finish line. Let me first give you the update on the software, and then I'm going to do a presentation since we do have new people, something I have been asking for quite a while. And I appreciate the 2 or 3 that are here as a guest. You are no longer a guest, you're now an extended family member. Let me just go ahead and quiet things down. Hold on 1 second. There, okay. We should be good on that respect. Let me close this. All right. So first and foremost, software. Where are we at? What's going on? And what just happened that I was late to the call, and apologies for that. Number one, everything is excellent. It's moving forward. We just had a conversation about the actual mechanics of how things work. The one thing that everybody wants to know. Still working that out. He does have a nice setup. I've just looked at how he got everything written in and the sequence of how things happen. As I said, and I'm going to put this at the front of the call because it's just that important. And he just had a light bulb go off over top of his head. And I have said this quite a few times about A Promise Delivered. And he just admitted it again a few minutes ago. After going through the explanation that I gave him 2 weeks ago on the actual mechanics of actually how it works, the full-blown how this happens, that happens, this is supposed to happen, and this happened. Went through that. Got everything up to the e-commerce, which is putting in the shopping cart and your ability to withdraw. That's a job and a half. But it's being tackled. The other part is the actual sequence. Now, I'm not going to go into details because that would be telling you how it works, and I'm never, ever going to do that. Let me just say that first. Ever. So don't ask. Second, he has the full understanding, and what happened just maybe 15 minutes ago put the last nail in the coffin, or in the, let's say something better, in the, I don't know, reef, to express total seclusion. All right. Remember me saying that everyone needs a good email address, right? I told everybody, design an email. It's amazing. I said this a long time ago. And then here tonight, what he just said is the trigger is the email. Listen, the trigger is the email. I'm just going to say this, and I don't want everybody to flip your wig. You're going to receive an email at every movement in this system. Remember me saying, pay attention to your email? Remember me saying, pay attention to your email? It's not about the bonus anymore. It's about how you move through the system. I'll say that again. It's not about the bonus anymore. It's about how you move through the system. So if you, I'm just not pointing at any one person, if a person, I'll put it like that, is not paying attention to their emails, you are stopping your own movement. And the way it's set up is when someone hits their email, and let's say that, I don't know, however it happens, and yes, you're going to get emails behind every, you know, sequence. I'm not going to put out numbers. Just know that you have to pay attention to your email. You're going to get an email. It's going to give you instructions. Just follow the instructions. 20 minutes later, you might get another one. Follow the instructions. Pay attention to your email. It's how everyone moves through the system. The trigger is the email. That means you're going to get an email with instructions. Follow the instructions. You don't have to call anybody. You don't have to do anything extra. It's going to tell you exactly what to do. And after the first 5 or 6 of them, it'll be, okay, there's the email. Let me do this. Click, 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 done. You'll get used to it. You're going to see it 12 times, right? There's 12 grades. So by the 4th grade, you should, pretty well understand that the instructions are going to come, follow the instructions, move on. That's what we have right now. It's not going to stay like that until it'll stay that way until there's 170,000, I think the other company wants to do it automated. It's 170,000 to write this software 100% automated, where there'll be no more emails. It'll just happen. But starting out, training wheels on the bicycle, we all have to answer emails. It's not new. I knew this and didn't know I knew this way back because I said, get a good email. Remember? Just 15 minutes ago. The reason that that was requested of you is because the software that is written right now relies on an email, you answering it. Isn't that special? You are part of this system. Now you see why I call it family. Now let's say that you, for whatever reason, you get up in the morning and you're just chilling and you see the email pop in. I'll get it later. It pops again. I'll get it later. 25 people just passed you. Okay? Don't be that person. Yes, you're going to have to babysit your phone or whatever it is you're using, tablet, computer. I got to do the same thing, right? It's no one's outside of this. Everybody does it. So it's not about, the first people or the last people or special people. Everybody that's going to participate has to watch their email because instructions are going to come asking you to participate with this or that on top of the bonuses that will come to your email. So for the first 6, 8 months, we're going to all have to babysit our phones or computer or whatever you're using just to go through the system. You'll get used to it. It'll be no problem. Now, what does that mean if, let's say, you get in the airplane and you're going to France? That's 16 hours or better, whatever it is. That's a long time being up there. And that's the only one that I think that has a problem with internet unless you're on a cruise. That I don't think you can get internet. I don't know. I've never been on a cruise. I've been on a warship and we had internet all across the thing, but I've not been on a cruise ship. I don't know how that works. We'll find out. But for the most part, you will be able to acquire internet pretty much everywhere you go. Oh, you pay for it. Thank you. You pay for internet on the cruise and you still get your email. So there's not any place that you would be traveling where you can't, pop into your phone, answer the email, click, 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 and done. You get another one. It's like I said, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. It's going to require us to pay attention to our phone because this is how you move. Okay. Emails. So that means when you get the link to sign up for A Promise Delivered, which sounds like it won't be much longer, when you get that sign up link, and I would highly recommend you go check it tonight or as soon as possible, which means log into it, make sure you have the password to it, the email address, make sure somebody else has the password to that email address is specifically for A Promise Delivered, because it's going to send you emails on a regular basis. I said this, and it's almost like it was manifested when I said it. It's going to send you emails that you click on and go to the next step or whatever is going on. And you're also going to receive bonus emails that will have a timer on them. Okay, remember that email? That's in addition to what he just told me 15 minutes ago. Now, that means once he finishes the e-commerce side, which is putting a shopping cart and the ability to pay for things, and it's under the wallet, which is right now fiat, US dollar. So it's like having a checking account or whatever. And that's what they're attaching to each grade. Okay, it is not an easy task. He said, I've never witnessed software that works like this. This is something from another planet. And I said, thank you, because that's exactly where it's coming from. But for the most part, everything is moving forward on that software. All right. Once he finishes the e-commerce side of it, which, like I said, is shopping cart, withdrawal, purchase. That means you can buy things with what's in the back office using the wallet. All right. Because it's a wallet, we'll be able to add on cryptocurrency in the very near future after we launch. Okay, we're going to still get it, which is awesome, but after we launch. I don't want him doing anything else but launching or getting everything in place so we can launch. The emails, like I said, are going to come on the frequency of how many people are joining. I'll say it again. The emails will come in the frequency of how many people join. We already know 210 or 212 are coming through the door. That's what's sitting on one spreadsheet. The second spreadsheet was well over 600, but nobody showed up. No problem. We're not going to sweat it. We're going with the commercial that I shared with you, or the person that's creating the commercial we're going to start acquiring that. Now that I'm back to work, I can pay for that and a few other things. But for the most part, we're going to get the commercial done. So I have it. It takes about, after it's paid for, she said about 7 to 12 days, 12 to 14 days. The last one took her 6 days and it was done. So she'll probably do the same thing, but this is much longer. First commercial, the one you see on the website, a promise delivered LLC.com. For those who may not know the website, our visitors or our guests this evening, if you'd like to see what this is about, a promise delivered LLC.com. On the very first page, if you scroll down, the person that I'm talking about created that video. I wrote it, she turned it into a video. So that's the work. And the next one, that's I think 14 minutes or something like that. The next one is, no, that one's 7 minutes, 7 to 9 minutes. The next one's going to be at least 12. It's a full-blown commercial. And it's going to explain a lot of things, but for the most part, where it's going is the icing on the cake. It will be potentially, I'll say potential till one. They have to see it first if they like it. They want to shoot the commercial because it's their network and, whatever. She does good work. I'm pretty sure they won't have a problem with it. But if they do, we'll just work with it and go with what we need to go with. But for the most part, it'll be on a very well-known international network, which will put a promise delivered around the world because it is international. Okay. It will work with whatever currency the country is. So it'll either be US dollar, it'll go by their country. Okay. So it'll work in that format. Second to that is I'm hoping after launch, because it's launched, all we're going to do is add cryptocurrency. The internationals will be able to get the crypto of their choice minus the fees. A promise delivered is not going to pay the fees on these cryptos because everybody wants something different. The backbone of our platform is Solana. Okay, Solana is a digital design platform, but it's also I guess you could say it links everything, all the coins to one place. So let's say Muriel wants Bitcoin. Let's say David wants TRC20, or somebody else wants this, or somebody else wants that. Solana will make it possible for each person to withdraw whatever they want in whatever coin they want, minus the fees. That's the other aspect of a promise delivered. Real quick, I just want to give an overview of what a promise delivered is, why it is out now, and what its objectives are. What is it? It is a platform like no other. Like I said, it's being created from paper. This is not some software or something you participated in 10 years ago or last month or 6 months ago. This is brand new. The actual software is being created. It's not something that you've participated in before. So everyone has to follow the instructions. Okay? It's brand new. Its objective, okay, in a nutshell, is to give the little guy, the average person on the street, everybody knows the store that delivers stuff to your house that starts with an A. I'm recording, so I shouldn't use brand names when I'm recording. So I have to do that until once we launch and prove our point. The proving will be able to show that our platform, our software is exactly what I say it is, or the actual development is, okay, which is this. You have the availability to shop in these stores, and there's a bunch of them. Every store I can think of, I'm reaching out to them, find out if they have an affiliate, and it goes onto the website. everything that you will see on there, all the products are an affiliate of A Promise Delivered. Okay, so A Promise Delivered is the affiliate, which puts the products on there, which creates a commission to A Promise Delivered so it can be self-sustaining. It's not dependent on people coming in. Okay? I'm giving you a nugget. None of that comes to anyone. Well, all the products help support A Promise Delivered. So you're going to see the big A store, you're going to see the W store, which I told everybody on Facebook, stop shopping there until they change their policies. This ambushing at the door, asking for receipts is ridiculous. But some people shop there, so it'll still be on there. I just don't like them. So what people will be doing is shopping at the stores, and I'm asking people in different countries what stores are around you so we can put their products on the website for you and your family, and people in your country can shop at those stores on the website, which A Promise Delivered is an affiliate of that. So everything that's shopped, A Promise Delivered makes an income. Okay? Self-sustaining. That's why I can, say the things that I say, that it will take care of itself. It doesn't require people to put up a whole bunch of money. You're only talking $200. That's a lot of money. I'm not discounting that in no fashion. $200 is a lot of money. But what do you get out of it? What do you get out of it? If you go to A Promise Delivered, LLC.com, scroll down, watch the video. Each grade has a royalty. It's not income, it's not pay, it's a royalty. You're going to subscribe. As a subscriber, you get benefits, royalties, the thank you notes. You will see what comes to you at each grade. That's how I can do that. I just cannot wait to prove it. Okay, watch that video. Some of you seen it, some of you watched it and didn't even pay attention. First grade through 12th grade is set up in a teaching mindset, school, because we're always learning something. You should be. We all do. I do. I try to learn something every day. So by it being in 1st through 12th, each grade, when you complete it, you get a royalty. 9th grade or 12th grade is $9K. Doesn't sound like much, does it? If you do simple math, you will see what it's all about. And the reason for the simplicity of it, I've tried very difficultly to get it to be super simple. And that made it the hardest thing on the planet. But automation will fix those issues. Just can't afford automation right now. So the gentleman that's doing this is doing us a huge favor to make it as close to that as possible. You just have to read an email and follow the instructions. That's the automation to it. If you miss it, click on it and do it. Don't skip over. Okay, you might see 6 or 8 of them because you were asleep. And when you woke up, there's 6 or 8 emails to you saying, hey, click on this. Congratulations, this. Hey, click on this. Congratulations, this. Get me? You might have 6 or 8 of them by the time you wake up. Start at the first one, follow the instructions, second one, follow, third, so on and so forth, till you get caught up. And when you answer those emails, it's going to create more emails to you or to somebody else. I'm telling you, this thing is ridiculous. It really is. I know we have gone through a lot waiting for this thing. People have said some really mean things because it's taken as long as it has, but anything worth anything is worth waiting for. If it was so easy or just so nonchalant, no one would respect it. I don't think they would. If it was just straight up easy, this is nothing, you know, $50, $25, $50, $75. What you have to look at is there's some very substantial amounts starting from $50 all the way up to $9,000. You don't put that in a tea bag and say, here, have some tea. You actually got to take the tea and grow it from a seed. That's what's happening here. This platform was grown from a seed, a mustard seed at that. It's taken a huge amount of faith, huge, from all of you. Yes, there's a bunch that quit and said, no, I'm not going to wait. No, you're scamming people. No, you're with this and that. But whatever, that's their loss. We're going to continue forward. So that's a promise delivered where we're at and what we're going to do. I would say as soon as possible. Could be 2 days, could be, 4 days. I don't know what day, how many days he needs to complete it, but I can assure you two things. One, it's almost done. Two, I hope you're ready. I've asked this question a couple times, and I know for a fact that you're not. There might be a couple, but for the majority of the people on this call right now, you're not ready. I know you're not. I can tell by the questions or the lack of. You're not asking questions. Okay? You're going to wait until we launch and then try to call me. I already know it. That'll be your loss. So I need you to ask questions. Next thing. Like I said, there's two avenues I'd like to go in to make sure everybody makes it, everybody is in a good place, and everybody gets to participate. Still on the fence on when funds are released. They're all over the place now. They're saying tomorrow, they've said yesterday, but it didn't happen yesterday. But as soon as it does, that plan is still the same. You're going to see the next step, I would say, in 2, maybe 3 days. The next step is going to be how each of you are going to be contacted. I need to start this process because there's a bunch more red dots in the back office. I understand. It's all good. But we're going to start calling. No, these are not appointment calls. Okay, these are calls to find out your participation mindset. Okay. What I would like to do is have the funds in hand and just make it all happen at once. But I still need to, I think it would be best that we all get on the same page or find out who's on the page or who's not. Some people have quit all the way, and it's okay. All right. So as soon as I figure out how I'm going to do this, the callers will get their information and they're going to start calling. They will have a couple of questions they're going to ask, and all you have to do is answer the questions. That's it. Real quick, don't sit on there. Don't ask them how, when, what day, how much. They're going to ask you questions. First, they're going to text you to make sure that you're aware that they're getting ready to call you. and then they're going to call us. It shouldn't take no more than 3 minutes, if that. Okay. If you can, answer those questions so they can go to the next person. Questions should be addressed here or on the next call. Okay. Just trying to make sure I'm looking at my notes to make sure I got everything. All right. Quick overview for the new people. I think there's 2 or 3. First and foremost, let me share, because that makes it a little bit easier. So for the new people, hold on. We'll get to questions in a minute. This is the website, promisedeliveredllc.com. This is what it looks like. You know you're there when you get there. The overview, vision, platform, marketplace, environment. Basically, like I said, I'm trying to make sure that everybody's country is represented on this website, stores that they shop in, because we can't put, stuff that's here for people across the water. That makes no sense. Because we don't want anybody shipping stuff to get it. There should be stores within your region or your country where you can go down to the place and get or have it shipped to your house from your country versus coming from here. Community building, again, this is the part that a lot of people miss. The community is, like I said at the very beginning of the call, you're a guest when you get here, but you become an extended family member. I look at people in that respect because what it does is allow you to be free. Okay. One, we should all love each other. So family to me is everything. Community is second. Community is an extended family of people of, of all different backgrounds and what have you. And when you call it a community, everybody inputs. It's not just one person flapping like I'm doing right now. It's just all me, 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 me. I don't like me, 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 me. I like other people to speak. That's why I try to get folks to open up. This is how you grow. And the more you share, the more somebody else learns, including me. Like I said at the front of the call, you want to try to learn something new every day. Never get to the point where you think you know everything, because then you'll stop learning altogether. This is the commercial or the video that I was talking about. The young lady that created this, like I said, it was off paper. I sent her the paper or the description of it, and this is what she sent back. Let's just watch this. Let me know if you can hear it first off.
First grade, the foundation of understanding.
If someone who has their camera on can give me a thumbs up that you can hear it, that would be great. As soon as I can find the screen. Okay, thumbs up, thank you. All right, let me go back. Where did I go? Here I am. I'm going to let this run.
First grade marks the beginning of your journey, offering a foundational understanding of how A Promise Delivered operates. You gain access to major retailers like Amazon, Walmart, and Sam's Club. As a member, you can explore products from various entrepreneurs and even create your own projects or campaigns. Sharing your achievements on our platform is encouraged, and at the end of the grade, you receive a company-wide royalty of $50 as a token of appreciation. Second grade, building on the basics. Building on your foundation, second grade further deepens your understanding of the system. You continue to have access to major retailers and entrepreneurial products. The opportunity to present your projects persists, and sharing your journey remains an option. At the end of second grade, your company-wide royalty increases to $100. Third grade, a full understanding. Third grade solidifies your comprehension of A Promise Delivered. With continued access to major retailers and entrepreneurial products, you can present your own projects. Sharing on our platform is encouraged, and your company-wide royalty at the end of this grade is $300. Fourth grade, partnering with Team Royal. In the fourth grade, you reach a crucial milestone by forming a partnership with Team Royal. While retaining access to major retailers, you are required to invest a $398 voucher for entry into Team Royal twice. This partnership ensures a daily residual income through a unique 3-under-3 system. Additionally, you can still present your projects, and the company-wide royalty after the second entry into Team Royal becomes $400. Fifth grade to 12th grade. The cryptocurrency era. Starting from the fifth grade, your journey transitions into the world of cryptocurrency. Each subsequent grade provides an in-depth understanding of how to navigate the cryptocurrency landscape, including the use of various digital wallets. Your access to major retailers and entrepreneurial products continues, with the added feature of using cryptocurrency for purchases. As you progress through the grades, the value of your company-wide royalty increases. Fifth grade, $500 in your choice of cryptocurrency. Sixth grade, $1,000 in your choice of cryptocurrency. Seventh grade, $1,500 in your choice of cryptocurrency. Eighth grade, $2,000 in your choice of cryptocurrency. Ninth grade, $2,500 in your choice of cryptocurrency. 10th grade, $3,000 in your choice of cryptocurrency. 11th grade, $3,500 in your choice of cryptocurrency. 12th grade and graduation. Culmination of success. The 12th grade represents the pinnacle of your journey. You attain full completion of the system's workings, receiving a certificate of completion. Access to major retailers and entrepreneurial products persists, and you can present your projects one final time. The company-wide royalty at the end of 12th grade is a remarkable $9,000 in your choice of cryptocurrency, marking the successful conclusion of your A Promise Delivered experience. Congratulations on completing this transformative educational endeavor. As this chapter concludes, remember the knowledge, opportunities, and financial empowerment gained throughout each grade. A Promise Delivered has been more than a platform. It's been a guide to personal and financial growth. Stay tuned for future updates and carry the lessons of each grade into your future endeavors.
All right. So that pretty much, let me see, stop share. That's pretty much how that works. Now, from 5th grade on, you still have access to shop or what have you. It's not just withdraw, 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 withdraw. We want to make sure we're shopping. There are products on every grade. Each grade has its own amount that you saw. And that amount, excuse me, that amount matches the products, services, and what have you that are on each grade. Some of these things, like I can almost tell you, Enagic has a water filter that will be on 12th grade because that device is $5,000. By being in the 12th grade, you don't have to buy it on payments. Just buy it outright and be done. That's how that works. Some of the best water on the planet that thing creates. So there's a lot to it. It's going to move very, very quickly because how it's set up. If everybody is paying attention to their email, it should move with lightning speed. It's already projected to consume the 210 people that are right now ready to go within a day or two. Literally. That's how fast it'll move. So when we get the commercial done, of course, it won't look like that. That's an explainer. That's why you only hear one voice. But the commercial will be way different. It'll actually be narrated by, I think, a couple of different people. Not sure yet. We just have to pay for it and see what she puts together. But her work is very, very good. So we're going to start working on the commercial for A Promise Delivered, Team Royal. Team Royal is our sister company that you saw on the 4th grade. You make that union twice, mind you. The first time you get there and the second time you get there. When you go from 1st grade to 12th grade, that account drops. Okay. And then the company, A Promise Delivered, is going to assist you back to 1st grade. So everybody that makes it to 12 goes back to the 1st automatically. Boom. Okay. Now, Team Royal is a different system. I do not own it, but I'm partnership with it, as to a few, like 178 people on this call or in the family are also partnered with it. Now, Team Royal, like I said, you will see, is another company completely. That's just what I call it, so that I can talk about it freely, because they do have copyrights on their information, which I respect totally. That's why you see Team Royal. Team Royal is actually a real thing. It is a LLC that's connected to A Promise Delivered. Okay, it's a real thing, but it is a sister company, and they allowed me to do that. One thing about Team Royal is they have what's known as an income guarantee. And what we did, I think 3 months ago now, was prove their point, or prove the point that their income guarantee is true. It just requires you to do a certain thing, which is follow instructions and place people properly, which I don't know if you remember, the 3rd grade is the understanding of it, and the 3 under 3, that's me. That's me and 3 other people and 21 callers. Our job is to make sure everybody has 3. Okay? And with that many people in the standby waiting to go, it should happen fairly quickly. And all you will ever need is 3 people. And your 3 get 3, and so on and so forth. That's what I'm doing to change people's minds about platforms. They're not out to get people. A Promise Delivered and Team Royal are not out to get people, beat them over the head and take their money, that type of thing. A promise delivered hasn't been proven yet because it hasn't launched, but give me a week. And once it launches, then I'll prove its point. I've already proved Team Royal's point. If you do what they say, put 3 under 3 under 3, you will have a certain amount of income. And it has been proven over and over and over. Now we're going to maximize it with a promise delivered. Okay? So going through a promise delivered, not only do you go into Team Royal, but you go twice. Okay? Promise delivered is going to make sure you go in there fully vetted twice, which is a $398 layout. Okay? Because of how a promise delivered is designed, it's going to make that available to you. Basically, all we're doing is using the 4th grade royalty and putting you into Team Royal, because the 4th grade royalty is $400. To get into Team Royal is $398. It's $2 difference. Okay, so it's not out of your pocket. You don't have to pay for anything else after you join. And the join fee is $200. $75 goes to admin. That admin is subscriptions that a promise delivered is keeping and a host of other things. Doesn't go to my pocket, because I've had that question a couple of times. Well, I know that admin is going in your pocket. No, it is not. You would scream if you seen some of the subscriptions. As a matter of fact, this one is $250 a month just to be on the call. Okay, so something has to pay for all these subscriptions. Then when we go to do the commercial, that's a price. That's what these admin fees pay for. When we get onto the network, there's going to be network fees ongoing. That's what that 75 pays for. It's not going in my pocket. All right. And I can tell you for a fact, and I'll bring one of the enrollers on. I haven't even put my own self in on the spreadsheet. There's 200 and some odd people on there, and I'm not even on there. If you don't believe me, you can ask one of them when we go into Q&A. My paperwork is sitting behind me on the floor. And you would wonder, why would you do that? Think about it. If I'm trying to get somebody, I think I would be number one, right? And the beauty of a promise delivered is there is no top, there is no bottom. Everybody is treated the same, period. And you'll see it once I launch it. Okay. Time frame to get from one level to the next, it really depends on how many people follow instructions. I have found early on dealing with this that's very difficult. It's a very difficult thing. People are in a mindset of, I'll get it tomorrow. My favorite Snoopy shirt. It says, I'll get it tomorrow. Procrastination. The other part is, I don't know. It's just difficult. But I think once we prove the point with the first 200 odd people get on here with their testimonies, I think it'll prove the point. And once we prove the point, I will be the happiest person walking the planet. And then the last point I want to touch on tonight is, just like the 2 or 3 that did bring a guest, let's kick that up. Because what I plan to do with the guests as they come in is start them off with a bonus. Don't know what yet, but start them off with a bonus. We got to bring more people so that when we kick off, we have a very large number that goes into a promise delivered that doubles that number. And then we truly take off and run. But like I said, either way, we have enough. I just want to make sure it's easy enough for everybody to follow and have everybody ask questions. I know you can't ask questions about it yet because you haven't seen it, and I understand that. So I'm not asking for those kind of questions. I want to see questions about where you are, your readiness, things of that. What do I need to get together to get ready? Those type of questions. And we'll get there and then launch this thing, and then I'm going to disappear. I was talking to somebody earlier today. One of the hardest things is to help people. I thought it would be an easy thing, but helping people is very difficult. It takes a lot of work, but it's rewarding when you get a chance to see that same person that was frowning earlier put on a huge smile because now they can pay the light bill, they can pay rent, they can, go get a full grocery cart of food, fix the tire, not just put plugs in it and pray every time they get on the freeway. And that's another public service thing. If you have plugged tires, do not get on the interstate at 55, 70, 60, 80 miles an hour. Don't do it. It's very dangerous because those are the ones that explode. It's one thing to get a flat, it goes low and you hear that rumble and, it kind of just deflates. But a plug is actually a puncture with a rubber rod pushed into the tire and left there. Okay, it just looks like that, sticking out and in at the same time. But the tire itself has a hole that's holding on to that rod. And if you get up fast enough, the tire disintegrates at the hole. It just comes apart and will throw you off in the woods and up in a tree. So if you have plugged tires, don't keep them on the car long. That's for getting to home. If you're out somewhere and you need to get the car back, get it back, but get that tire off the car. Public thing. Let's go into Q&A. Just simply raise your hand and I will answer your question as I see them. Dan, go right ahead. Oops, I got to turn the microphones on. Hold on a second, please. Nope, that's not what I want. So over here, click this, and click this. All right, I believe you should be able to open your mic.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah, so I have a designated email for Just Promise Delivered, and I've been getting a Promise Delivered information since about September. Then you sent out that form to fill out, right? That was February 10th, and I got that, filled it out with that same email, but somebody said you sent something out since February 10th, and I haven't gotten it.
No, if you're getting those, they're coming from the same list. If you fill that form out, you're good to go. And then again, and this is for everybody. When you get that invite, and you will get it, trust me. So one way or another, everybody's going to get the invite. When you get the actual invite to sign up for Promise Delivered, make sure you put that email address in there. Whatever it is, put it in there because that is not going to be in a back office for me. It's going to be part of a Promise Delivered.
And that's when they text us and call us, right?
Right. That's connected to the website itself. It's not one of our spreadsheets or a form or anything. That's actual. So when I click on stuff, excuse me, in the back, in the admin side, and I say, okay, I need to send this to the entire website family, everybody gets it. It's just like the system, but it's a double or triple opt-in on the website because it has its own mailing system.
So on that last email, you could have missed me somehow then, because I haven't gotten anything since February 10th.
Okay. I'm pretty sure you're good. I saw your name.
Okay, sounds good.
I
Thank you.
personally saw it.
Okay.
But like I said, when we do get the okay to invite, it'll be put on the call when I do the launch party. Nobody will miss it. Nobody will miss it.
Okay, great. Thanks.
You're welcome. Margaret.
Yes, Montalvo, I'd just like to clarify something, please. The royalties are worth US dollars or are paid out in US dollars on the system. What about when we internationals withdraw? Will that be the same? Say your royalties worth $1,000 US. Will we be getting $1,000 New Zealand, or will we be
Yes,
getting
New
the
Zealand.
New Zealand equivalent?
It'll come out in your country's money.
Okay, so how about the 175 US a month subscription? Will we be paying $175 New Zealand?
Yes,
That won't equate to 175 US. It's about half of it.
right, because the Promise Delivered is going to have a multi-currency account.
Right. Okay, so it we don't have to pay 175 US for that.
No.
No. Okay. Oh, that clarifies that. Thank you very much, Montalvo.
Mhm.
And very excited that it's very
Me
close.
too. Me too.
Thank you. Right.
All right. Team Royal guest.
Hello, is that me, Montalvo?
I believe so.
Okay, my question was, well, I sent you the wrong email, but
Okay.
I sent you the right one after. But I also filled out the thing, and I got an email from a Promise to Deliver LLC on Wednesday. That must was last week.
You're good.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right.
Jacqueline.
Yes, good afternoon. Good evening. I
Mhm.
filled out the Google Doc too, but I did not receive the test email.
It wasn't a test, it was actual instructions a little bit. What's the last email you got?
On the 10th of February.
You got it.
I did.
Uh-huh.
Sent out one last week, didn't you? That's the one I didn't get.
It had
February
links in it. Did
25th.
it go?
February 25th, Montalvo, I'm looking at right now. You
Okay.
sent one out.
Check your spam because it did have links in it.
I did already.
Okay. Send an email to 2 or 3 in agreement. They'll make sure you get the form.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Rhonda.
The only real question I have, I guess, it's going in fiat, so I assume there'll be some payment processor that receives fiat. Does that mean that, and of course, when we have withdrawals, it'll also come out? I mean, so there's just a matter of waiting to see what that processor is, but do we have to sign up for that, or is that just a part of the website?
No, it's part of the website, and because of fiat, all you do is put your banking in there.
Okay.
And it'll pull it to US dollar. Now, if you, let's say you move and go to another country, you want the funds or currency of that country. You don't want to have to do exchanges every time you go to the store. So, like I said, a Promise Delivered is going to have a multi-currency account. It's going to collect and make payments in different countries of currency as we grow. That's how that's going to work. The other part to that is after we get launched, I would say probably knowing him a month, I would say a month down the road, you'll have both crypto and cash. Okay, so that opens up all the doors.
Okay. Okay, great. Thank you.
You're welcome. We're also looking at still trying to get a crypto debit card for Promise Delivered. It's in the works. It depends on the credit rating of a Promise Delivered. So we actually have to do some transactions first and show a balance. Once we can show a balance of, I think it's 5,000, then the application that's already in there at that institution will activate. So it's just a matter of time before that's available as well. All right, any other questions? David?
Yep, Montalvo. So you pretty much said you gave the programmer an ultimatum of this past weekend, but he pointed out to you that if things are moving how we want it, correct? So that's why we're allowing him to finish up.
Yep.
Okay, no, that's it. Let him finish up.
Yep.
Because we don't want to
We can't go anywhere anyway. We're stuck.
Right. I understand. No, we're doing good. We just need to be patient. That's all. Thank you. You're doing good. Oh, I see you moved the guitar out of the way, so we wouldn't ask you about it.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Be patient.
Thank you. Have a good night.
All right, you too. Stacy, did you have a question?
No, is my arm up? No.
Yeah, you're unmuted. Okay, no problem. All right. What I'm going to ask, David, is there a question?
Oh, hi. I was just wondering what you said before about the $175, because my where I am is in Australia, and would that be like 100? Just to confirm, is that like 175 Australian, or is that equivalent of 175 US?
US.
Like, okay, so it would be like nearer to 300 or something.
If that's how it works out on your side.
Yeah.
That's incredibly ridiculous, but we'll work something out.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you. Thanks.
That's why I'm going with the multi-currency. Because that opens it up to people in these countries where they don't have to, convert to US dollar, which is expensive sometimes and not the other. So if my door is open to everybody, then those funds come into the account and those same funds go back to people in that country because it's in the account.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thanks.
Absolutely. Geronimo.
Good evening.
Good evening.
So you're saying maybe by next week or so we should be in position?
I hope so. I didn't get a date, and I don't want to give one just yet.
No, I understand that. But as you're saying about the amount of time it takes him to do it, if he's doing his due diligence on it, and it seems as though now he realizes the value of what you have to present, that maybe he will even work on the weekend.
I hope so, because he said it's not a whole lot. It's a little difficult because each grade is separate but connected at the same time, which is kind of, like looking under a rock sideways, but it is possible to do. So,
okay. Well, that sounds good.
Yes.
Hopefully he'll be able to get that done, and we'll be able to do something about it at least next week.
I agree. One way or the other. Like I said, there's some other things that are happening as we speak.
Oh yeah, I know about the RV.
I'm recording.
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
I know about what you're speaking about that. So yeah. I know how close that is. I sent you a
yeah, I read it. Yeah. It's a lot going on. It's a lot.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You're welcome. Margaret?
Yes, Montalvo, just going back to what you said to David in Australia. So that means that I'll be paying $311.80 a month, New Zealand, to equate to your 175 subscription.
So we're gonna have to look at these currencies and whatnot. I don't want anybody sending or spending more to be a subscriber. If the exchange, I don't think the exchange is going to stay like it is right now, that way out of sync. You have to remember things are changing. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
going to, we got to wait kind of and see what happens.
Right, because we get paid, it's less, like if it's $1,000 US in our money, that would be probably way over 2,000, but we're paying the US equivalent. See what I mean? Yeah,
Right,
it's more,
yeah.
we're paying more.
You pay
Yeah.
more to participate in the US dollar versus
Yeah,
your own currency.
that's right. Oh, well, we'll have to see how it goes.
Yeah,
Yes.
let's just see what happens with it. There might be a conversion, and we go with that, or it may be announced what I'm thinking is going to be announced, and everybody's money will be the same.
On the same, yes, once that gets announced, we have to
Correct.
wait for Mr. T. Okay, thank you very much, Montalvo.
You're welcome. All right. I think that's all the questions. There's just one more subject. Right. Everything will be on the same playing field. The last subject of the evening requires someone to come front and center. And I think you know who you are. I'll wait till they unmute their mic.
Hi, Mr. Lewis.
There she is. So today is this beautiful young lady's birthday. And it's also my debut. So if you don't mind, sit back and don't have any glass near the speakers. All right. So let's see if my practice worked out. Okay, ready? I forgot the last part.
Sound. It's dampening, it's blocking your notes as if it's extra noise. You need to enable original sound.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Hold on. It's distorting it.
You can find enable original sound under more and you'll see enable original sound.
Yeah, there was no guitar sound.
Oh, really? It's probably really low because it's not playing that loud.
I heard the guitar.
Yeah, I heard it as well.
Same here.
Let me try to play it a little louder. I only got the first part, so bear with me. That's enough. More practice, more practice. All right, so let's do this the right way. 1, 2, everybody unmute. So everybody unmute. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Happy
birthday to you.
Happy
Happy birthday to you.
Day to you.
Cha,
Birthday
cha.
today to you.
Happy birthday, dear Jaden. Happy birthday to you.
And many more.
That's what's up.
Bless you, Jaden.
I'm so glad. Nice voice.
There you go.
Oh boy.
Very good.
Thank you guys so much.
Most welcome.
Absolutely.
Most welcome.
All right. I think I've embarrassed you enough. Happy birthday to you, many more.
Yes.
Thank you, Mr.
Next
Lewis. You did
time
not
All
embarrass
in
me at
love.
all.
It's all in love. Anytime
Right.
it's all in love, it's no embarrassment.
We'll get the whole thing, I guess, by Saturday. I'll have the whole thing.
Macabre, can I make a comment?
Yeah,
Can I make a
absolutely.
comment?
Rosie's Ranch started
When
making
you
waves.
said-
Everybody mute out, please. Hold on. Just unmute.
Okay. When you said it's this beautiful young lady's birthday and the smile that I saw in your face, I thought you were getting ready to serenade and propose. I thought it was, I said, uh-oh, he done
Oh,
found
no.
Beyonce.
That's a baby there.
Oh, I didn't, okay. I mean, before I saw it, I said, uh-oh, is that what's happening here?
No. When I do that, I'll be able to play that thing. Right?
All right.
You don't have that when you're trying to get at somebody. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm gonna learn that thing because I really enjoyed just learning that part.
Yeah.
I started Sunday, so there's the other half. I'll have the other half by Saturday.
Okay, great.
All right, that's enough.